Good morning and welcome to News Superfast. I'm Nolan Pinto. Now, Preeti Zinta, who is back in the city, is likely to record her statement with the Marine Drive police today. The statement would be either recorded at her residence or the Wankhede Stadium where the alleged incident took place. She has accused Ness, who along with her co-owns IPL franchise Kings 11 Punjab, of pulling her hand and publicly humiliating her as a woman by using foul language and profanities against her at the Wankhede Stadium during a T20 match. In fact, Preeti Zinta, or actress-producer Preeti Zinta, returned to India from the US on Sunday. And when she returned, she declined to speak to the media and appealed to them to not seek any comments from her or her staff and friends on the case. She has filed against her ex-boyfriend and industrialist and also co-owner of Kings 11 Punjab, Ness Wadia. In fact, she posted on Facebook, this is what she stated, to quote her, "Exhausted but happy to finally be back home in Mumbai. I'd like to apologize to the media, but it will not be possible for me to make any comments or statements as this investigation is still on." She continued, "Please cooperate and please don't call my staff or friends non-stop as they have requested me to make this appeal to you all on their behalf. Thank you." This is what she had stated, unquote. Now, the actress left for the US soon after filing a complaint against Ness Wadia of using foul language towards her during an IPL match at the Wankhede Stadium and also accusing him of harassing and abusing her. Police had called her to return as her statement needed to be recorded on the FIR against Wadia filed June 13 night at the Marine Drive police station. However, now we have information that industrialist Sharat Nath has come out in support of tycoon Ness Wadia, who is accused of molesting his former girlfriend. Now, claiming that he was present at the spot when the incident reportedly took place, Nath said he didn't see Wadia having an argument with Preeti. And to quote him, he says, "Yes, I was present and I was standing around 10 to 12 rows behind Preeti. She was in the very first row. I saw Wadia coming with a family member. He went up to Preeti and had a discussion, but it did not look like a heated argument. Then he came back and I said hello to him," unquote. This is what he had stated, adding that there was nothing awkward in the behavior of either Ness Wadia or Preeti Zinta. Moving on, the counting of votes for MLC elections will be held today. The elections for 4 legislative council seats were held on the 20th of June. The elections were held for Bengaluru Teachers Constituency, North East Teachers Constituency, West Graduates Constituency and also South East Graduates Constituency. Over 2.61 lakh voters exercised their franchise. Now, the turnout of voters for elections to the 4 seats of the Legislative Council from graduates and teachers constituencies was extremely low. Now, the Bangalore Teachers Constituency, comprising districts Bangalore Urban and Rural and Ramnagaram districts, recorded the lowest of 44.88%. Counting of votes for all seats will be held today. Now, Karnataka Chief Electoral Officer Anil Kumar Jha said the voting percentage in West Graduates Constituency, that is Dharwad, Haveri, Gadag and Uttar Kannada districts was 54.94%. South East Graduates Constituency, that includes Chitradurga, Davangere, Tumkur, Kola and Chikbalapur districts, was 52.25%, and in North East Teachers Constituency, that includes Bidar, Gulbarga, Yadgir, Raichur, Koppal and Bellary districts, as 60.30%. In fact, the turnout of voters of elections for the 4 seats of the Legislative Council from graduates and teachers constituencies on Friday was actually extremely low. But today, the counting of votes for the MLC elections will be held. The elections for 4 Legislative Council seats will be held in different parts of the state. Well, we are now going to tell you a story that will leave you bewildered. What exactly is the story? Well, watch this report.
Just have a look at these visuals. An idol of Lord Veerabhadra Swami draped with a sari. The priest who is conducting the worship and people crowding up, everything seems so mysterious. Welcome to the Sri Kshetra Agni Veerabhadra Tapobhumi, Abbettu Grama, Belman, Karkala Taluk, Udupi district. It is said that this idol of Lord Veerabhadra Swami suddenly started to fly, and also the flying idol was put back in its place by the temple priest. But certainly no one knows how true this is, as no one apart from the temple priest Babu Acharya and his family has seen it. Babu Acharya in fact called up the people from the place and started narrating the incident to them. Not just this, he even began threatening that the people would be punished if they did not come to visit the temple. People are flocking to the temple in great numbers. But does an idol really fly? Well, we leave it to your discretion. News9, Udupi.
Now, a common man from the district of Chikmagalur has levelled serious allegations against the local law enforcement and also a powerful minister. He claims they have harassed him to the point that he now only sees death as a way out of his misery.
Time and again you have come across stories of how the gullible and naive are tortured by the high and mighty. It is no surprise to note, in today's world the high and mighty exist only to oppress the weak and powerless. And one such instance has sent shockwaves across Chikmagalur, not just because of the people involved, but because of the extent to which the oppressed have gone to. This is K.T. Subanna, a resident of Guddatota village of Kuppa Taluk in Chikmagalur. Subanna has submitted a petition at the DC office requesting his family be given permission to end their lives. Yes, Subanna has accused Bhadra developers, the local law enforcement and even Home Minister K.J. George of harassing him in order to gain ownership of his land. Exhausted by the alleged torture, Subanna claims he sees no other way out of his problem.
ಜಾರ್ಜು ಅವರು ಕೇರಳ ಮೂಲದವರು ಭದ್ರಾ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟ್ನವರು ಈ ಜಾರ್ಜುನು ಕೇರಳ ಮೂಲದವರಯ್ಯ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹಿಂದೆ ಜಾರ್ಜು ಈ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರು ರಾಜಕೀಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದ ಮೊದಲು ಅವ್ರು ಟಿಂಬರ್ ಮರ್ಚೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದರು ಜಾರ್ಜು ಈ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟ್ನವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ಬೀಟೆ ಮರ ಇತ್ತು ಈ ಬೀಟೆ ಮರನೆಲ್ಲ ಪರ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಫಾರಿನಿಗೆ ಸಾಗಿಸ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು ಈ ಒಂದವರಿಗೆ ನಂಟು ಉಂಟು ಜಾರ್ಜಿಗೂ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟ್ನವರಿಗೂ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಭದ್ರಾ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟು ಭಾರಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟ್ನವರು ಈಗ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಕೆ.ಜೆ. ಜಾರ್ಜ್ ಮತ್ತು ಬಂದಿದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಬಂದು ಹೋದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ತೋಟದೊಳಗೆ ಹೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಇದೆ 2 ವ್ಯಾನ್ DR ವ್ಯಾನ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಾವು ತೋಟದೊಳಗೆ ಹೋಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ.
Subanna claims that Bhadra developers, ADGP M.N. Reddy and the Home Minister are trying to muscle him out of his property. He claims that they have blocked access to his land, booked false cases against his family and even labelled his son as a Naxal supporter. Frustrated and helpless, he hopes that the Chikmagalur's DC office will grant him and his family legal permission to end their lives.
ಮಾನ್ಯ ADGP ಸಾಹೇಬರು ಮತ್ತು ಗೃಹ ಸಚಿವರ ಕುಮ್ಮಕ್ಕನಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಭದ್ರಾ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟ್ನವರು ತೊಂದರೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಈ ಆರೋಪಗಳು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟಾಗಿ ನಿರಾಧಾರ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಅದು ಭದ್ರಾ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟು ಮತ್ತು ಸುಬ್ಬಣ್ಣಗೌಡ ಅವರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಒಂದು ಜಮೀನು ವಿವಾದ ಇದ್ದು ಅದು ಸಿವಿಲ್ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಮತ್ತು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಇಲಾಖೆಗೂ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Despite repeatedly lodging complaints with the cops, Subanna claims he has received no help from the law keepers. With even the law giving this man and his family a cold shoulder, one would feel it is time for the authorities to hang their heads in shame and grant this man his wish. Is death this family's only way out? Shantinath, News9, Chikmagalur.
Hundreds of residents have deposited their hard-earned money in a popular bank founded by none other than Sir M. Vishweshwaraya. Now they are apprehensive about losing their money thanks to the mismanagement of bank officials.
Look at the chaotic scenes in the premises of Karnataka State Industrial Cooperative Bank Limited. The accumulative sum deposited in this bank from residents is 310 crore rupees. Since the RBI found flaws in the bank's management, the latter was asked not to conduct any transaction till further orders. But the bank challenged this directive in the High Court. The divisional bench of the court in its verdict on June 3rd had permitted the bank to start transactions under the supervision of RBI officials. It also directed the bank officials to safeguard the interests of the depositors. So far, no RBI official has turned up to monitor the bank's transactions, and the depositors have not been told about the status of their money. Hence, about 50 depositors visited the bank and urged the officials to return their money. The response from the bank officials enraged them. When the situation became chaotic, Chamrajpet ACP Mehboob Khan came to the spot and tried to pacify them. It is alleged that the bank officials have misused about 37 crore rupees. The depositors wanted the government to intervene and get them their money.
Any important decision shall be taken by jointly by the RBI official and managing director. So therefore, I cannot look into that aspect since it is an important issue. So therefore, once again, I request the Honorable Reserve Bank of India to act according to the court order and also approach the court to get a further clarification and further certainty over the order passed by the single bench. So therefore, I have a lot of sympathy about our depositors, account holders. I try at my level best to ensure justice to all of them.
The depositors allege that the bank is conducting business in a few branches without the supervision of RBI officials.
Some branches can pay and some branches are not paying. Money from a depositor is equivalent in every area. So you cannot deny someone and you can just deny someone and just take your money and go back. And this is the number of people, board of directors people number. None of those people received the calls.
Will the residents' voices be heard? Pramod, News 9, Bengaluru.